my super sandwiches. Rhymestyle here with Kirabug, and we just watched episode 83. Was it 83?
83.
83 of Dragon Ball Super. I might be off by 1 or 2 because at this point I've stopped looking at the numbers. We have the birth of Bra. Bula. Bra. Let me actually explain the Bula thing. So, initially when Dragon Ball was coming here from Japan back in the 90s, there was a lot of censorship involved. It's not like a big secret. You guys already know about this. And in case you don't, yes, there was a lot of censorship. So when Bra was born, apparently Funimation then thought that Bra was too R-rated, PG-13, so they changed it to Bula. I mean, it's not technically wrong because that's how it's kind of spelled. Because Buddha, there's like this, they use L's essentially.
R and L is interchangeable in Japanese because L does not exist. The letter L does not exist in Japanese, but it's just an R for everything. So they just added the.
But the name is Bra. The name is Bra,
yeah.
But Bula's not wrong. I mean,
it's not.
It's no different than saying Torangsu, Foriza, Vegeta.
Essentially, you're saying bra in Japanese with an American accent.
Basically.
That's what that is. It's bra, but then you put on American accent, it's like Bula, okay.
Yeah, I mean, so let me ask you guys, what is the name that you guys actually prefer to call her by? Just comment down below and let us know your thoughts. I mean, I've always called her Bra my entire existence. Even back when I was watching GT as a wee little young lad, I called her still Bra, even though I think they called her Bula in that as well. But that's the point. She was born. She was born in a comical way. So they're trying to.
Surprised.
I thought it was hilarious. She basically just got birthed by the
God.
guy.
I was like, really? Really? I wish it was that easy.
I wish it was that
for
easy.
everyone.
Yeah, so basically what happened is Vegeta's still stubborn. He's like, I don't want to go because of birth. The only way I'll go is even convince Bulma that, you know, this is kind of important. Because at this point, nobody knows outside of Gohan, Goku, Satan, Beerus, and the entire crew that was just at that preliminary tournament, that if the Universe 7 loses, they're destroyed, wiped out completely, gone. And I don't know why they won't tell him. I mean, she made a good point, which was
that if they told them, it might actually put them under too much pressure, and then they would not be able to fully perform because they would be like, oh my god, there's so many people relying on me and I can't perform now. So if they only believe that the reason that they're fighting is just to fight and win, they might actually be able to perform better. Right, and I agree with that, but I would tell Vegeta out of anybody, because Vegeta, I would too. Because like, I mean, Vegeta, Saiyans in general have been this type of like warrior, or I think in this series between like Goku and Vegeta. They're used to having things like that on the line. They're used to having like something on the line. Like, I mean, look at Gohan transformed to Super Saiyan 2 when he was a kid, or even anything that happened in the series ever. It's like when they knew that there's something on the line, they in the episode they say we have something else to protect, which is Bra. So for Saiyans, it's like that pressure might actually help them perform, whereas with humans, we just crumble under pressure. Yeah. So, also something interesting that was brought up in this episode, there's apparently 28 planets in Universe 7. I didn't know. No, not planets, planets with mortals on them. Yeah, there's 28 planets with life, basically, which doesn't make any sense because Frieza himself had 79. So I don't know if people are just dead at this point, or just, this is, to be honest, this is a huge plot hole in a way. Yeah. I don't know why they went with 28. They could have easily said, oh, well, there's a bunch, there's only 28 possible choices, because they even mentioned that, like, you know, Planet Vegeta was destroyed, Namek was destroyed, yada, 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 like, their good planets are destroyed. I don't know why they would say 28, because the Universe 7 is a massive place. This is not the galaxy, this is the universe. The universe, that's a really low number. Yeah. Now again, if they have a better explanation, I mean, you could argue that, well, back, you know, but when Frieza was taking over stuff, he wiped out everybody because he was kind of a dick. He was a prick. He was like a grade A prick. Hashtag Frieza the prick. All over the comment section below if you agree with me. Yeah. You could say, well, maybe he just enslaved so many people, many people die. I mean, we know Universe 7. Universe 7 is a dangerous place to live. Universe 6 is nice. They got, you know, Planet Sadala. You know, they got all the good Saiyans. I mean, Frost was kind of a prick, but he technically kind of stopped the wars. Universe 6 is a nice place to live. Universe 7, death left and right. Kid Buu was murdering planets left and right. Freaking, think of all the planets that are blown up by freaking Kamehameha that was shot off of Earth. Remember the time when Vegeta shot a Final Flash when he fired Cell, and that shit went straight off the planet? They could have murdered the whole solar system. That's a joke, obviously. But the point is, 28 seems kind of low. So I want to know you guys' thoughts on that one. So comment on that one below. Now, outside all the other stuff, the other important one, the big question gets answered. The big question: why are Goten and Trunks
not in a tournament. And basically all our theories are right. They're inexperienced. They once again mentioned that this tournament isn't going to be about power based. They even specifically said this is not a tournament of power, ironically, because it's called Tournament of Power. And it's not Tournament of Power, it's more of just who can basically win. I mean, it's a battle royale. We already noticed. It's gonna be far in this unique stadium. You win by throwing your opponent off the map. Now, Goten and Trunks, are they stronger than Tien, Roshi, people like that? Yes, 1,000 times stronger.
I think they use the words that they're too direct.
They're too straightforward, yeah.
Oh, straightforward, yeah, that's the word they use.
So they're not exactly, they're not experienced enough.
They're not strategic.
Yeah, I mean,
they're just like brute force.
Which could,
right into it.
I mean, yeah, they can transform into Gotenks and start whooping everybody, but again, Gotenks is also very cocky, as I said before, and that could be a problem in this tournament. So like, for Goten and Trunks to be, I would still honestly throw them in there. I'm like, look, man, join this tournament. I would not tell them. I would not tell what the stakes are. I would just be like, listen, man, the stakes are important, but I wouldn't tell what the stakes actually are. And
I would just say, have fun.
I wouldn't even do that because Goten and Trunks, they're kids. And when they become Gotenks, they become way too immature even more. And that could actually cost them the fight. Gotenks, if Goten and Trunks were to fuse into Gotenks, they would get tossed out immediately just because they would do something stupid like, I'm not even using my full power yet, and then get knocked out while doing a speech. But at the same time, you know, to be honest, I want to see Master Roshi, because they mentioned, like, well, what about Master Roshi? And then they showed him in his badass stance with his glasses off. Master Roshi might not be the strongest person on Earth right now. He used to be back in the day, not anymore. But as they mentioned, he has a lot of tricks up his sleeves, so he can do some crazy stuff to, you know, win. I mean, again, it's not about
strategic.
Yeah, it's not about killing. It's not about being strong. It's about just being smart.
It's about throwing people off the stage.
We're gonna take the characters and move them off the stage. Patrick beam basically is what they gotta go with. So yeah, that's why Master Roshi's in the tournament. That's why freaking Goten and Trunks aren't, and that's why they're putting together the current team that they are. Shout out to Yamcha for even thinking that he can even be a choice.
No, don't ever shout out to Yamcha.
Yeah, please no. Yamcha is just beyond a joke at this point.
He's cowardly.
You know what hurts me about Yamcha is he used to be so cool in Dragon Ball. Like, he was such a cool character, and then like, I'll never forget when Dragon Ball Z first started. Granted, I watched Dragon Ball Z first, but then I went back to Dragon Ball before like I finished Z. When I watched Dragon Ball first as a kid, and then I, you know, went back to Z, I was like, wow, man, what happened? Because like going from Dragon Ball to Z, you would think, yeah, Yamcha's gonna be one of those cool characters in the future, and this is no.
Yeah, no.
He's just a joke. He just dies a lot. But that said, apparently he thinks he's gonna be in a tournament, so it's gonna be kind of funny to see him get shunned here. It's gonna be hilarious. The other thing to talk about is Vegeta's development as a father. So Vegeta has one of the coolest backstories in this game. I mean, in this series. I love his story the most out of anybody. I mean, he is so well developed. He's changed so much over the years, and seeing this guy go from, hey, I'm gonna blow up Earth and go get the Dragon Balls to become immortal so I can kill Frieza and just be a prick, to, what am I gonna name my daughter? How about a nice Saiyan warrior name? Echeletta. No. And then before he got the chance to shout it out, Bulma was like, brah, brah. We're gonna call it brah. 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 Yeah. So yeah, overall though, it was a really enjoyable episode. It's funny because before we started, I sat down and we both said this is not gonna be an enjoyable episode.
I know, I almost skipped this one out. Yeah. I was like, man, I don't know.
Well, it's not that it's not enjoyable. The problem is right now is we're like in that dead phase. That same thing happened with the Trunks arc. When the Trunks arc started, it was amazing. It was so dark, it was intense. It was like, what's gonna happen next? And then the second Trunks went back into the past, it was like this like calm period. It's a calm before the storm. And some episodes were great because it, you know, allowed you know, like Vegeta and Trunks to bond and stuff like that. But other episodes were like, oh, just start to freaking fight, go back to the future, fight some monsters, fight Black, and they did that, and then they went back in the past again. It's like, just get to it. So part of it is because we want to actually just get into the action and we want to see the fight.
Well, we were expecting that to happen, but this was actually different. This gave a lot of information. There was so much packed into this episode that it was like, it was really good.
And once again, I want to point this out. Once again, it's pointed out it's not power-based. The universe ranking is not power-based again. They mentioned that again at the beginning of the episode. It's spelled out, folks. At this point, if you still believe that the tournaments or the universes are ranked based on power, I don't know what to tell you. It's spelled out, it's written out, it's in the story. It's literally episode after episode after episode. They state that this is all based on the mortal level. Mortal level, which varies based on intelligence, development, yada yada yada. I mean, Gohan is a higher mortal being than Goku is, but we know Goku's far more stronger.
It is the state of being that you're in.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm excited. I can't wait to see what's happening next week. I mostly want to see them introduce 17 again. He is an awesome fighter. If you forgot about 17, what I want you guys to do after this episode or after this video is done playing, go back and rewatch the fight between you know, Piccolo and 17.
Oh man.
That guy can fight. And I hope that he's been training somewhere low-key, which by Corona apparently has been training too, according to the next episode preview, but is it going to be enough? Which we saw that, you know, they were questioning whether or not Krillin can survive, and even though it seemed that he lost to, was it Basil, the kicker who he was fighting? Even though it seemed that he lost to Basil, according to Goku, he'll be fine, because they were basically doing like image training to see like whether or not their choices for warriors can actually compete. And
weighing the techniques.
Yeah. I mean, thing is I can see Krillin being an awesome character too, because he has a lot of techniques, from the solar flare to the destructiveness, and just, you know, don't forget today when this man blew up all the Cybermen in the Saiyan Saga with the scatter shot. So like he's great. So I don't know, I'm excited.
I feel like Goku might be a little optimistic though, don't you think?
He's a bit optimistic, but that's Goku's character because he's kind of an idiot, which I mean, it's part of his character. So
that's part of like the whole shonen arc.
Yeah.
You know, everyone is just like really positive. Every main character.
Yeah. With that said, next week we're gonna see Goku, I guess, recruit Krillin in 18. After that, I assume they're gonna go for 17, and then hopefully we can get back into the tournament as soon as maybe 4 episodes from now. Because I assume they're gonna like kind of cut it out, like next week is Krillin 17 and 18, week after that it's gonna be 17, week after that maybe someone else, and then the tournament starts.
So 3 more.
Yeah, what I don't want to happen is there to be a huge break, because that's gonna be like, oh, impatience is kicking in. With that said, we both enjoyed the episode. It was a lot of fun. Let us know your thoughts down below on your, I guess, experience and feels as you watch the episode. And let us know how hyped you are. If you enjoyed this video review as well as this current arc so far, make sure you leave a like in the comment. And I guess we'll see you guys next week for some more Dragon Ball Super talk. I'm excited. This is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that said, we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. This has been Kira back on Rhymestyle, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Peace.